So, here you have it, my honest opinion on Godzilla x Kong. Firstly, this is just an overview and it will include spoilers, so there's your little spoiler alert. But yeah, if you haven't watched the film, go away, watch it, and come back. Right, now they're gone, let's get on with it. Also, I want to clarify, I love this movie. It was so good and I loved every second of it. That is debatable, but it did have its flaws though. So let's get on with the humans. To be fair, Legendary, you actually did a great job on the humans this time around. I mean, you nailed it down to some great characters like Gia and Bernie, and then you added Trapper, who for sure is a welcome addition to the Monsterverse. And even that pilot guy was cool before he was eaten by a walking tree. Dr. Andrews was okay, but I only found her character important to show Gia throughout the movie. In other words, no Gia, no Andrews. Her character wasn't bad though, she just wasn't a favourite of mine. Now, let's talk about Trapper. What can I say about Trapper? Well, his character was a welcome addition to me, as I think in some areas he propelled the human story throughout the film, and he was Kong's vet. Now that is something special. Now, Gia was again a great character. The film in some areas centred around her, which I think was the right decision to make, as her character is so different to any other character, and I think it's still cool she's mates with Kong. That is definitely a flex. Her character really shone when she basically rebooted Mothra, which was unexpected to say the least, but still cool. Bernie was again also a great character, just because he is a monster podcaster, which is very cool in itself, and he had so many good scenes in this movie too. In my opinion, the humans in this film were a massive upgrade. But I mean, who went to see humans? Oh no, I went to see a CGI WWE match where a giant monkey gets suplexed by a giant lizard. Let's talk about the monsters. Let's start off with the villains. I've seen some mixed opinions about Scar King online, but I think he is insanely cool. People are saying he doesn't compare to Ghidorah, but he isn't supposed to be a villain like that. He purposely isn't built like a shipping container on purpose, as Shimo already has the bolt. Shimo is very cool, by the way. Scar King, in my opinion, was supposed to be like the trickster of the Monsterverse, for instance. He was about to be beaten and pulled Shimo out to save his ass. I liked Shimo, as she is an original Titan who fits right into the Toho reboot monsters. She was mostly a mindless machine the whole movie, but when she was no longer under Scar's control, we saw the nature of this amazing Titan. Okay, so now let's talk about Godzilla. I want to say that this was basically a Kong movie featuring the G-Man, but Godzilla still had a major part in the story. He was basically on a side mission in the movie to prepare for the final battle, which, don't get me wrong, was cool. Especially when he was fighting the planes when he was glowing blue after powering up at that power plant. And I think Godzilla Evolved, or should I say Godzilla Rose, was one of my favourite scenes when he jumped off Gibraltar Rock. That was very cool. Godzilla was very, very cool and had a major upgrade. He can run now. Kong was very cool in this movie too, apart from when Goji whipped his ass when they met in Egypt. That was a bit unfair though, as Godzilla had just evolved, which was very cool again. The only way to calm Godzilla down was with the Queen of Monsters herself, Mothra. I have to admit, I was quite upset when Zuko attacked Kong, but Zuko's character development was insanely good and he ended up being the hero freeing Shimo from Scar's control. Tiamat, Scylla, and the Gator Snake thingy were very cool side titans too, and I'm very happy we got to introduce to these characters in this film. I like how it showed us Godzilla is willing to defeat any titans who try and oppose him as the Alpha Titan, as this shows us how powerful the G-Man really is. So, I think the last thing we need to go through is the story. And obviously it was a great story, but as with all Monsterverse films, GXK had a slow start. Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed the story, but it just needed that push to carry on. Basically, the first hour of the movie is the human story, with the exception of Kong's new tooth, and Godzilla swimming around and beating up Scylla and then snoozing in the Colosseum. Big Monkey had a toothache. Then about an hour in, Kong ventures further into Hollow Earth and meets Zuko. But Zuko is a psycho? Yeah, Kong gets attacked by Zuko and 3 other great apes before Zuko submits and leads Kong to Scar King. Zuko is mostly scared of Kong until they bond when Kong offers Zuko some food. Meanwhile, Gia is meeting the Hollow Earth Iwi tribe and gets told she needs to awaken a familiar face, aka Mothra. G-Man is just killing Titans for the sake of killing Titans, or so we thought. If you want to know why Goji was attacking Titans, don't forget to watch my upcoming video on it. Then Kong and Zuko cross a gigantic skeleton bridge before they arrive at Scar's palace. Kong's eyes light up when he sees the other great apes, but after his reunion is abruptly interrupted by a Scar King who is very confused what's happening down there. Scar laughs at poor Kong's metal tooth before taking him on in battle. The battle could have gone either way, but Kong knocks Scar King down. Just as Kong thinks he's won, Shimo is revealed. Bomb, bomb, bomb! Meanwhile, on the surface, Godzilla has killed Tiamat and is evolving in his lair. Actually, I think Tiamat is a her. Never mind. Then it is revealed to us Godzilla evolved another bum bum bum. Kong realizes very quickly that this threat is too big to face on his own and realizes he needs G-Man's help. Kong gets his hand fixed by the Infinity Gauntlet. Bum bum bum! Oh, Project Powerhouse. Same thing. Kong goes to the surface to recruit Zilla, but Zilla attacks. This is basically a CGI WWE match, and I love it. Basically, I couldn't find any footage, but Kong gets suplexed by Godzilla, which is very, very cool. But Godzilla is persuaded by the Queen of Monsters, Mothra, a familiar face, to face off against Scar and Shimo in Hollow Earth. At this point, they've broken into the Iwi village and they are causing a mess. But Scar King sees his opportunity and makes a break to the surface. They pop out at Rio de Janeiro and Scar orders Shimo to start the next ice age. She starts blowing up her ice breaths I think it's called frostbite, into the sky. But Godzilla and Kong aren't having it and battle Scar King to the death, freezing Shimo from his command. Not freeing Shimo from his command and then freezing Scar King before smashing him into the ground. Shout out to Zuko, by the way, for breaking the Shimo crystal so that she could help Lizard and Monkey. I love how the whole last 20 minutes of the movie had been building up to this big fight, where bam, Kong and Scar King's rivalry is settled with a painful demise to the orangutan-looking boy. I don't think I was the only one who loved to see Kong caring for Shimo and Godzilla have another little nap in the Colosseum. Basically, there's the story of GXK shortened. I mean, the movie gave an emotional ending to Gia's struggles in the movie, and the Kongs got liberated whilst, fingers crossed, hopefully, setting up a sequel to this amazing addition to the Monsterverse. So, there you have it, my honest opinion on GXK. Basically, tell me what other videos you want to see. Don't forget to check out my one on why Godzilla attacked Tiamat. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please don't forget to subscribe. Every subscriber means a lot to me. Like a lot. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. I will see you soon. Peace out.